Okay, so I look a hot mess. As you can see, I'm off work and I'm mad sweaty. But anyways, and if you hear son, my apartment makes noises. I had to transfer after 4 years and a half. Could have been 5, but something like that. I think about 4 years and a half. Anyways, I've had a duplex before. I've had at least 3 apartments only because of crazy stuff. I had to get corporate involved for one, regional involved. Anyways, I plan to get something nice and like they're nice, but looks are deceiving. You know what I mean? But anyways, in 2 years, I plan on getting a house or something that I want. I did want these years ago until I found out looks are deceiving. But anyways, so as you can hear noises like it's pipes and stuff like either in the kitchen or the bathroom. And I thought like I was being followed, like spiritually attacked, because like I said, my old place was hell. But it wasn't until after for a few years, like 4 years, and out of nowhere, hell broke loose, and I had to deal with it for a few months because they didn't want to. I had to get numerous people involved. But anyway, so I had a customer today stare at me, and I don't care if people stare at me. Usually, I just let them stare at me. Back in the day, I didn't let people stare. Well, as a kid, I was one eye was crossed. But anyways, once I start getting a voice, like as an older adult, I started going off on people. But now I don't do that. Anyways, he was just staring at me. He was a Caucasian. He was older. He had a beard and stuff. And he was like just staring at me like this. And I just kept working, stocking at Kroger's, temporary job. I might keep that. And like if I get this teacher assistant position, it's on a different side of town. Because like I said, I was a teacher assistant for about 4 years. And I've done different teacher assistant positions like at daycares, but this was a public school. I like public schools. I don't like daycares. And even one was a Boys and Girls Club. I couldn't go to the bathroom. But I have a lot of experience working with children. Just as much retail, 10 plus years in retail. I have just about the same amount. It's just the public school was like 4 years. And then I was dealing with bullying and harassment 2 years. And I should have transferred to a different school. Like, if you were not welcome somewhere, transfer. But anyways, back on subject. So this customer was staring at me. And I was just ignoring him. Like, I see you in the back of my, how you see people. And I'm a person who stock and don't really be wanting to pay people no attention. I'm not really a social person no more. But if I do see you, I will speak. And I will, if you need help, I'll help you. Very respectful, very kind. And I'll be like, God bless, da 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 da, Or if it's the holidays, happy holiday. Retail, customer service. It matters, being kind. Anyways, I don't care if you're not working in retail. I'm always kind. But anyways, and so he was like, why you still got that mask on? And usually I don't explain myself to people, but I decided to because I don't mind with disagreements. And with this person, it was good to know that we can have a disagreement and it not get like catty. He did raise his voice sometime, but anyways, he was like trying to explain the mask don't work, and I know the mask work. I didn't go into detail on that fact because I just didn't. I was like, I had 100% seizure. I'm still dealing with my nose being altered, like my smells being altered, my foods being altered, like cheddar, bananas. Those are a few. But my sense have been better. I forgot to mention my memory. My memory is really bad, like literally bad. I mean, I can give a few examples, which I'm not, that can show you my memory is very bad. Like, I still go in the room and think, what am I about to do? It's numerous examples. Even in public, it's crazy. I can go in the store and forget what I was getting for one thing. But anyways, and it was not bad like that. I have to make lists. It's numerous examples. But anyways, and then he went on, and I did agree with some things like I can't say that word. The V. I might get docked for this. If I do, that's why. The V, he said, alters the genes. I agree. So we did agree on some things. And then it went deeper. And he mentioned fear. People with the mask on have fear. I don't have fear because I believe in God and Jesus. And then that's when the conversation went for a turn. He was like, yeah, and all that. And he kept on saying he done all his research and he knows the truth. and stuff. And he was like, Jesus is the Antichrist. And I was like, I disagree with that. I was like, he coming back soon. I don't agree with that. And we had our disagreement, like usually people get really hostile, and he did get loud and stuff. And like there was other employees. I'm just looking at him like, I'm a person who keep my cool. You know what I mean? Before I would pop off on people. I don't do that no more. Like when I got a certain age and I had, it went from 6 to 13, even in high school, it took a long time to be confident. It took me until I was like 28 to be confident. It took me a while to have a voice and like speak up for myself, to even disagree with people or state my opinions. I used to have friends who'd be like, speak up in group pride, where I went out for cheerleader and they was like, be louder, you got to be like, I was never like that. Even in track, I was never confident to run my hardest. And one time the coach was like, wow, you faster than I thought. Because I was fast, but it was other people faster than me. I was like the 5th fastest one. At one point, I thought I was the fastest person in the world. But I beat some people. But I had confidence that day for some reason, but I never got it back. I don't know what it was about that day. And I did track in middle school. And then in high school, I stopped doing it because we moved so much. I went to like 3 to 4 different high schools, 3 to 4 different elementary schools, 3 to 4 different middle schools. For real. So anyways, so he said, I was like, God bless. And he even wanted to talk more because he was going down one aisle. And, usually you don't turn around and go down the same aisle. He wanted to talk more. And I'm fine with that. Shoot, I'm here for 8 hours. Like, you just helping me bypass time. Like, I'm a person who keep going. I don't even need no lunch break. I need like maybe 2 15s and I'm good, because I don't eat till I get home, which I'm wasting time doing right now. But I needed time off my feet, even though I'm standing up. I was literally like doing stuff on my phone on the toilet because of my bladder condition. But anyways, and I needed a break. But I like getting home, sanitizing, taking a shower, hurrying up so I can eat and flush with water. Because I don't drink. I have to suck on stuff, not sugar-free stuff or no cavities during the day, so I don't drink no water. So I don't go as much. And I have to reduce my water intake from 3 to 2 waters. I can't do 1 or I'll be all messed up. 2, I'll be messed up a little bit, emptying my bladder. But anyways, I basically I still go all day and as much, but it's not as soon. So I was like feeling better today, like really happy about my bladder. And hopefully this vitamin journey soon, once I'm back caught up and stuff, because I haven't been working for 6 weeks now because I was trying to fix this problem with Botox and I was fired on my leave of absence. But it's Walmart, of course. I should have waited till I got into my field, which I was thinking the first time I would see results, and they said you need several. So before I do that journey, continue that journey, I wanted to see about vitamins, and especially seeing how many is several, and also like side effects of my back knees hurting. So anyway, so he wanted to go on with, after I said God bless, he was like, and that's another thing. He was like, certain things make him mad. And like, he said he had a few surgeries. He showed me his stomach, because I had mentioned, I don't fear nothing, I got overactive bladder, I believe in God. I don't fear nothing, nor COVID, and he felt like COVID was a host. And I mean, I really don't know, but I know it was real because I caught COVID from kissing my ex. The mask helped me, and I can tell you that 100% because I worked with children. At one point, I was wearing 2 masks. I worked with children. All the teachers were not wearing their mask, and if they were wearing their mask, they wasn't wearing it all the time. They kept on, this person got it, this person got it, this person got to cover this. Teachers' assistants had to cover other classrooms. I never got it because I wore my mask and I did not eat. I never took it off until I got home, dude. Even in stores, etc. The only reason why I caught COVID is because, unfortunately, I was vulnerable. I was not in the right state of mind, and I kissed my ex and I caught it. And I can tell you that 100% I caught it from my ex because I had symptoms that same night. And I was like, oh, shoot. The next day I started. Kids never get on my nerves with being loud. And I can contain them, keep them from, like, I can calm children down the right way. I can work with children very well. I have a lot of experience. Anyways, and they just were, it was so bad. I never been like that. So I knew something was not right. They was getting on my, like, giving me a headache. It was just, I wasn't feeling good. I was like, man, I'm going to have to get checked. That same day I got checked and I had COVID. I'm telling you. And my ex be around all people. He smoked, and everybody, as soon as they heard he smoked, and I'm talking about cigarettes and weed. He drank too. So, and he's a person who have family out here. I have a few family members out here, but most of my people is down south or in Ohio. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I won't say where I'm at right now, but anyways, he knows all his family here, all his people here. He talked to people all over with no mask and stuff. But anyway, so I know what I'm talking about COVID. But anyways, that conversation was very interesting. And when I was like, well, Jesus is coming. And when I said God bless, he was like, that's another thing. I don't know if he said that's using God's name in vain, but I know he said that God cuss word is using God's name in vain. I agree. And people who say God, that is using God's name in vain, but not God bless. So I kind of don't know what I heard when he said that statement completely. But anyways, he was very and he said he don't let people change his mind. I was like, I don't try to change people's mind. And I like again that he was respectful. Like, we had a disagreement and we weren't trying to persuade each other. I'm not that type of person. I would never be that type of person. You believe what you want to believe. I believe what I want to believe. And it's funny because people who don't believe in Jesus and think that Jesus is the Antichrist or don't believe in him, they believe the truth is what they believe. And unfortunately, everybody gonna find out one day when Jesus come back. So anyways, I got things to do. God bless.